Well, it's Sunday. I got started on my treehouse build enclosure. I bought some lumber last weekend. I knew it wasn't going to be nearly enough, and so I've used it all up. I got to head to the lumber yard and pick up some more lumber, and hopefully I'll be able to get that enclosed today. It's still at 9:47 in the morning, so I got plenty of time, I think. Anyway, it's a good 45-minute drive to the lumber yard because the local ones are closed on Sunday, so I got to go to a big box store. Stay tuned. I'll show you more pictures later. I think I'm running a little bit low on chalk. I hope I have enough to get this job done. I'm going to cut these windows out. Then I've got two other windows that I need to cut out. I may or may not get to them today. I'm doing my sheeting on the ground because my tree house is up high enough that if I just put it all together, I think I can raise it up there by myself and fasten it down. But climbing up a ladder with a sheet of plywood is not my idea of a good time. So yeah, I'm making the best of the situation that I have, and hopefully it will work out as I hope it will. Kind of faint, but it's there. When I get this wall built, it'll be primarily windows, but I've got the 1/2-inch plywood to keep the frame square so that when I put it up, the building's going to be square. I don't want to have to fight with it up off the ground like that. Oh yeah, got some good lines there. I've got to measure 3 inches up from the bottom because I've got a double plate here to set my window on. And my window is just a storm window is all it is. It's nothing spectacular. Just a storm window. This will also give me reference lines to know where to put my screws when I fasten the plywood to the frame. That worked. Yeah, let's pray to that. Okay, I might take it down. I gotta take that ridge pole off of there in order to get this up. So that means finding the right bit for my drill and climbing up there. So I got that wall in place. I've still got to take the landscape timber out. It's just laying there, but I didn't want to take it out until I got this in place because there's nothing to support the rest of it. So I've got to unhook it here and down here and over here so that I can take the roof completely off of it and completely rebuild it. So I guess that's the next step, is to take that little bit of a roof off. I've got to take this post out because it's not exactly right, I don't think. At any rate, yeah, we're going to keep right on keeping on. Well, this is going to be the west side. There's a window here and a window there, and the roof angles back. There won't be a solid, just be a solid wall here. So it's coming along. I got to sheet it, put it in place, and then I'm done for the day. I'm going to have to try again next weekend, see if I can get some more done. Okay, side 3 is done. This is where the windows are going in. This will be closed in with plywood, but I've got to complete the roof and finish the plywood later. Okay, the third section's in place. The windows are down below me. The second section was this one with the 2 big windows. This roof frame's got to come off still, but the first section is here and it's ready to be sheeted. And if you step outside, you can see my sheeting runs all the way across the previous pieces. So I've got a full overlap on both ends, and I've got an overlap up above for the header top plate to go in and get up against that right there. So it's coming along, but I got to take a break. It's quitting time. I have to work tomorrow. I got to go home, got to get cleaned up, and yeah, did not get any fishing this weekend, but hey, it is what it is. Got 2 of my uprights left to take out. I've got the roof off of it, and I've got these timber lock screws that I originally put in there, and I embedded them because I didn't want them coming out. The thing of it is, they're just like new. They're coming out of there without any problems at all, and they held this well. So I'm reusing them. Anyway, like I said, I've got 2 more to take out, and I've been using my chopper to dig out around the heads because I countersunk most of them. So I got to get in there with my bit so that I can get on the head so I can back them out. They're not stripping at all. They're just coming out. So yeah, the treehouse is coming along. It's a whole new weekend. It's hot. The sun is beating in on me. And there's no breeze because I'm sitting down inside this thing. Anyway, stay tuned. Who knows? Something good might happen today. I might actually get a roof on this thing. The roof is all off. The fourth side is up. This is the doorway. And I left this piece in here because this wall right here was leaning out. And I wanted to pull it in. So I left that piece in there so that I could do that. And it's sheeted already. So the sheeting will help hold it in place along with that screw right there. And these nails up through here. And hopefully it won't move when I cut that piece of 2x4 out of there. There's going to be a window here. It's not going to fit exactly right, but I'll chisel it out to make it work. There's going to be 2 windows here. They're going to fit perfectly. There's going to be 2 windows right here. They're going to fit perfectly. This wall is going to be solid. It's going to be covered up. But because of all of the things that had to happen in the process of this build, I'm glad I left the sheeting off of this particular wall. It's a short wall. It's only 43 inches tall, but and it's less than 8 foot wide. So I'll cut a piece of plywood to go on there, and it will fit from the outside of this stud right here to the outside of this stud right here, because I've got plywood overlapping to hold all this together. And yeah, been quite a challenge. I only put in half a day today, but it feels like I put in a 16-hour day. I'm tired. I'm really tired. So yeah, it's coming along nicely. I'm still 5 boards short, but I'll go buy those and finish this project up. I gotta fill in plywood up above, but aside from that and that sheet right there, I've got plenty of plywood. I've got 2 sheets left, so I'm not gonna run out. These timber locks have been a blessing. I have been able to screw them in to the 2x4 into the landscape timbers, and I'll show you how far they go in. I'm all the way through the 2x4, all the way through that landscape timber, and halfway into that landscape timber. And these timbers are still solid. I'm surprised at how solid they really are. But yeah, these timber locks are wonderful. And it's pulling this whole thing into square and making it look a whole lot better. So tomorrow's another day. It's time for me to go make some supper, kick back, relax, have a couple beers, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Okay, so I had my Leatherman with me, and I decided to go ahead and cut that piece out. So the doorway opening is almost complete. I still got to put a header in here, which is no big deal, because this is going to get a handmade door. I want a screen door on it, but I'd also like a solid door, because I'm going to put my little wood stove right here and vent it out up here. So that'll put the flue vent slightly in the way of the window, but I don't care about that, because I'm going to have a flue vent that goes out up above where it's not going to get water in it. So the plan is to put sleeping arrangement over here, the wood stove right here, flue going up and out, plenty of ventilation, and I'll build a screen door for that. Life's little challenges, especially when you're 66 years old. Well, the last wall's in, and I got some rafters up. I've still got outside ones to put up, and I've still got some sheeting to put up right there, and right here. But that sheet's on. That wall's enclosed. So it's coming along. Managed to get all the rest of the roof torn off yesterday and started working on replacing today. I've got to get some screws. I've got clear roofing to put on it, but yeah, coming along nicely. But I'm done for the day. I've had enough. I'm quitting. Catch y'all next time.